Okay, so we have another lovely piece of Rob Liefeld artwork.
Oh, look, it's number 10 of the worst ones ever.
Alright, we saw a picture of this chick before, and
We
I'm
did.
I'm she I think it was her. It was the same tight white shirt made of
Skin.
latex.
I'm gonna guess skin. It's about liquid
You
skin.
know, it's almost like if you look at it, it's like they took her skin off,
Yeah.
put that in, and like if you look around her neck, it's like they like sewed it
Oh,
onto
yeah, you
her
can see the
skin.
sutures. Yeah.
Like it's literally the same layer as her skin, and like her muscles are like bulging out and pressing against it. Like, cause
Also-
look at the abs.
Yeah, look at the fucking ass.
Like her ab doesn't end or anything under the shirt. It's just
her
it's like
ab
her shirt
wrinkles.
is part of her ab flesh.
Exactly. It's like the shirt, it kind of just changes color as soon as it gets to her, and then just gets
It's
this large upside down rectangle. No, it's a triangle.
it's the kind of thing where you point it out and you're like, yeah, like oh, I'm not an artist, but maybe I'm having the realization that your clothing shouldn't consist of just drawing a fucking line. I mean, look at her neck shit's the same thing. Look at that, like, neck. One, there's one of those things where you realize it's like the kind of shit that you just draw and you don't question it, but then you question it. Look at that thing on her neck.
I don't even know what that thing is.
What is that? It's like,
It's
you
like they kind of spray
you
painted
know,
it on there.
you're flipping through the page, it's whatever, but you're thinking,
Yeah.
like, is that a collar?
It
Is
might
that
be.
rubber? Is it leather?
I feel like she just changed the color
Yeah.
around her, that part of the skin of the neck.
Is there
and
like
then she
a
just made it red.
is there like a little button on the back, like you just push it in and it locks?
She
Or
could. I
like,
mean-
what is this thing constricting her neck? Also, I like how the text in the background confirms that this is his definition of sex appeal. Did you read the text?
Yeah, I will not disrobe in class. Way to just set it up to be another sausage fest, guys. Way to make it just the perfect beginning to a hentai. I'm so
torn
happy.
if that's a Simpsons reference or not, because Bart always writes on the chalkboard.
Oh yeah, he does.
And I'm torn if that's just like, all right, writes on the chalkboard, that's a thing, or if it's like being topical, because this is like from the 90s, so it's like, oh, Simpsons, writing on the board, she's a bad student, Bart, better work.
I
Better
think
work
it's
than
the,
me, associate it.
More naughty student, but secretly I'm a superhero who
Which
has
is the fact that,
abs made of
She's
white
not in
silver.
detention, she's on the corner, she's writing on the board, and that's what Bart does.
Yeah, okay, I see it.
Also, is she like ripping off a t-shirt or a blouse?
No,
or...
she's ripping off a robe that she's wrapped around herself to be able to disrobe in class. That is exactly what she's doing, Alex. Because I have no other interpretation of the
looking
scene.
at how it's attached to and fused her right hand, I think she's just trying to free herself. It was
I think
a
so.
parasitic creature, and it was trying to eat her alive.
Yeah, I feel like yeah.
Also, always fun to point out, she's wearing eyeshadow. That's why she has fuck me eyes. It's because she has eyeshadow on.
Yeah, I hate to break it to the male audience of whoever might actually listen, but if there's black shit around the eyes, women aren't born with that. I'm very sorry, but we don't actually come with raccoon eyes. We have to apply that. If you can notice, her eyebrows are black, and that is a sure sign that she is in complete fuck me mode. If the eyebrows do
Black
not,
eyebrows with her platinum silver.
yes, assuming that
Granny
she
hair.
grew that naturally, because fuck all knows, the same colors are sure. Maybe it just
I
comes
can't
with
tell
her.
if she's 19 or 42.
Judging by her neck, could be both.
Oh man, that skirt. Like, I like how it's like attached to her like vagina, lower stomach area.
And then just flares outward.
Like, it's that kind of thing where it's like if you actually manage to get under her with her freakish legs, you realize that it's actually like, like a skirt or whatever.
Yeah.
There's just the 2 inches of frills and it's actual shorts. Because what the fuck is the design of that?
Also, if you look at the thighs, they do not look realistic whatsoever. Look at them.
Like,
they're kind of just like extended outward.
oh wow, yeah, they're just like flesh too.
Compare like all of her middle length of her body. How fucking huge is it?
I wish I knew the term, but it's basically like, how fit is she up top? Like, she looks like she's carved out of stone.
Yeah.
And then she's got like Barbie chicken 12-year-old legs.
With absolutely no muscle definition whatsoever.
If I saw this girl at the gym, I'd be like, "Have you ever done a squat? I see you doing the curls. You're doing some nice curls and all, but have you ever considered a squat? Lower body, it's important."
Yeah.
Captain America.
See, you can tell this is a showdown because the enemy here has these huge tumors on his arms that are showing off the fact that he is strong, apparently.
His veins, like, they're stuck at the surface. They want to get inside of his arm to feed his body, so he hasn't died. That's why he has to fight. That's why he must commit crime. because his veins are fighting against his body to supply blood to his fucking huge ham planet.
I think I know what the name of this guy is. His name is Mr. Planetoid, and his superpower is to be able to use cancer as his super strength, because I'm gonna guess that's what he is, because he already has, like, the fucking skull-ass head, and then the cross is on there.
No, see, you know his name's something like Bone Fist.
Bone Fist.
Skull Chest.
Yeah, let's go completely tribal.
You see this cross of bones on my chest, Captain America? This is for you. My eyes glow red for unexplained reason.
Oh,
Look
wait
at
a
the
minute.
eyes. His
Yeah.
eyes are glowing red with the infernal fire of the demon he made a pact with for his fucking globe biceps.
His globe biceps.
There's a globe in there. Like, he should get a tattoo of, like, you know, a globe, like, help him remember where shit is. Just like a scale model.
Like a scale model of what actually that's made up of. Also, if you look down, I'm pretty sure, you remember that old trick where you put the hand up to your face and you want to see if the hand's bigger? I'm pretty sure his hand's fucking bigger than his face.
Yeah, that's some... Well, I'm noticing the perspective here. We've been focusing on Bone Fist, the murder fuck.
Yeah.
Captain America, his neck is 2 inches off center.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's probably just bad perspective. Like, it's iffy perspective, or, oh, you could view it that way, but if you look at the shoulder... But
no, it looks like he's kind of like a little lopsided, a little smidgen.
if you start at his back and draw the line at the center, here's the center of his back going through the star, and then his entire neck is to the right of that.
I wonder how he gets through doors. I guess he just kind of like hobbles in there on one neck, has to make sure that the other side's in there, and then just hobbles in the rest of the way.
Yeah, Captain America shouldn't be fighting crime. He should be, like, mopping the floor at Target with physical...
With physical labor.
You know, he's just happy to be able to take up.
I'm Captain America! Of course you are, of course you are.
What's flaring on his shield? Notice that lens flare on the shield. He's reflecting
raining.
Sniper laser in this torrential, pitch black downpour.
If you notice, there's actually other sniper lasers on the side over there. Now, that could be streetlights.
Actually, yeah, right around the star, there are 3 more. Maybe it's a street light, but it's just fucking lights and glows, and it's a Christmas tree.
It's a Christmas tree.
On a very special Christmas episode of Captain America.
Where
it's January. It's January 3rd.
It is. It's January 3rd. It's a late, belated Christmas episode.
Post,
Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Also, if you look at his arm, I'd like to point out the fact that his arm has about, I'd say, 8 different muscles. All combined.
If you remember the Gatorade ads with the glowing sweat, I think they were inspired by this because there's a guy, he's getting hit by rain, and that gives his body a blue translucent glow for some unexplained
This is
reason.
obviously an ad that Gatorade did not use, but then was just tossed in because they didn't know what else to do with it, so they said, fuck, more advertising, why the shit
It's
not?
just, he's like, oh, this is a bit dull, I got this guy in the black shirt on the black background, oh, I didn't differentiate it enough to be popping. I'll put a blue halo around him.
Once again, he is the symbol of cancer, he is literally radioactive.
Yeah.
That's exactly where he got it from. Also, if you look at his neck, you'll see that he is about very close to die soon. It is literally popping out of his skin.
Also, Captain America, his, like, left glove has some weird amount of curve, angle.
Shit.
His arms, it's like he's wearing a traffic cone.
Yeah.
His arm's just been shoved into some rubber traffic cone, because that's surely going to help him in a fight.
Yeah, and it's just like, I don't even know if he has a wrist at that point. It just might be skin trying to fill the rest of what that is super flared out extreme glove thing.
What does Captain America hope to do from this position? It was like, oh no, fight, better throw my legs out to the side, bend over really far, and stick my arm out. I'll catch him with a surprise haymaker to the dick.
Quick, wait a minute. I'll shut off my super side so that way the side that's closer to my shoulder, it actually look really off-sided.
You know, maybe the reader will think this is threatening because there's no way the guy looking dead ahead at me gives the remotest shit about what I'm about to try to do.
Yeah, not Mr. Murderfuck. Not today.
Alright, Jean almost just can't deal with what...
No, the fucking noses. Look at how friggin' tiny can you get on that little woman nose. How tiny can you get? Look at her nose. It's a little ass Michael Jackson nose. I usually don't give that characteristic to people, but that is a Michael Jackson ass nose.
Well, if you like the nose, did you notice right elbow on War Child here? he's got a metal splint inside for a recent break, and you really that's the tension in the comic, that he's had some recent surgery on his arms, and yet he is still forced to fight.
Yes.
Against the strain of the braces holding his cracked and shattered forearms together.
Also, if you take a close look, you can see that he's holding his sword through magic, because no person ever holds their sword through the pencil position and the I don't think if I got it position.
He looks like he's dropping his sword. Like he just got attacked by a terrible case of the shits. That's why he's bent forward against a wall, ass sticking out, like face barely above his knees, about to take a dump. He has to drop his sword.
He has to drop his sword. This is obviously at a bad time, and Mr. Fuckface Woman over here is obviously looking down and like, I am so gonna put this on Facebook. I am so gonna put this on. Oh, he's so shitstorm. I got him now.
Sandpaper Face over here could be an interesting enigmatic character, but he has glow eyes. Ladyface has the glow eyes. If the main character doesn't have the glow eyes, maybe that's a shortcut for bad person.
I feel like that might be it, because then we have like Demon Face over here, who has more wrinkles than any average grandma would.
See, his eyes, they're red though. They're actually not glowing for no fucking reason.
Yeah, they're actually comparatively normalish.
Maybe they normally glow and he's just suppressing it because it's a 3-moon night tonight above Castle Generic.
Nope, that's not 3 moons, Alex. That's 4.
Oh, 4th moon. Look above Sandpaper Face.
Look at that, right above Sandpaper Face, which I'm guessing is how he supports the rest of his...
Can I say, this castle in the bottom left, I really like how it's a thin, 4-foot wide, zigzaggy path to get to the, outer 2-foot field perimeter.
Yeah.
I'd hate to be the guy carting rocks up that terribly tenacious bit of terrain.
I hate to be the person that's trying to deliver, like, the produce to that castle, like the fruits and veggies for that castle. I hate to be that person in that huge, big-ass truck going, fuck these people.
If you want to throw a feast there, you just have to start early to get all the carts of supplies up a rickety, death from above path.
I'd also like to say, the only way that they could actually get anything up there is by using a catapult. They launch the catapult from the bottom of the lane, and then just lob fruits at the gigantic 3.25 moons that have no dimensional features whatsoever.
Alright, Wolfie Face over here, who I'm noticing has like wolf face nose up and then like normal kind of skin person in a line actually right above his mouth.
And blood smegma coming down from his lips.
Like he's wearing a Halloween smegma blood.
Smegma blood, that is the best way I can describe it.
I was going to say he ate like a spider web that was dyed red, because I don't think blood webs through the air like that.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but the best thing I could think of is that.
Actually, I'm noticing War Child's sword. It's blood, but it's actually the sword's blood. It had a vessel burst during ejaculation, so there's just blood leaking out the tip.
That's obviously why he's dropping. It's like, oh shit, this is a bad time for me.
It screamed out in pain. It's got blood cum.
Well, it is kind of, twisting around. It doesn't exactly have a form. If you look here, it's at one angle, and then it kind of just dimensions around to the different angle.
It's okay that he's dropping his red Jewel of the Star sword, though, because if you look on his back, he has 4 extremely tiny steak knife width swords that he can use as a backup.
I wonder where he puts those. I wonder if they're just stuck into his back, and he just keeps them there until he can just lob them out at potential people. He probably has that. Probably has a Lord knows why else he's in squatting poop position.
To maintain the sword, keep it from sliding off.
Keep it from sliding off.
He's like a guy with baggy pants. He's got to adjust his posture, or else
like,
he'll just fucking
fuck
drop.
This job, man. They don't pay me enough.
See, I wonder, would he be bending more? Did he not have a ring of 4-inch tall pouches around his waist?
I wonder, Alex. I don't know exactly why anybody would have that there.
There's something sharp in one of them, and it's starting to stick him in the stomach, so he can't quite bend as far as he'd like.
He's trying to look fierce, but really he's just about to drop his sword. He's had a bad day. His elbows are pointy. And look at those fucking bicep muscles. Yet again, he's storing food for the winter.
Maybe he's just in a contemplative pose of comparison between whether, after having 2 rings of leg pouches, was the entire midriff set of pouches really entirely necessary? I mean, how many pouches can a war child need?
No, I mean, seriously, a war child. Why would you need pouches? You're not going anywhere. Although I'm actually impressed he's able to support all that weight on his tiny little, delicate, dainty elf-like feet.
With his paper-thin dog bone ankles.
Which, as we know from another LieFeld drawing, you can just grab around entirely and grip to the death with.
Also, given that his right foot is floating off in space near the woman's eyeball, I have no idea what plane he's standing on.
I don't either.
Left foot might as well be floating a foot off this silver object. Right foot is behind it.
I'm guessing so.
But there's also not a background there, so it's a bit of copy-paste, didn't take account for the fucked up, hey, there's a bunch of characters, that's why there's faces background.
Speaking of floating heads, we can have Wolfman Face over there, who's apparently just a gigantic face and a little bit of neck that's just floating in midair, trying to taunt Warchild in his evil, twisted ways.